welcome to my channel, Moonbound with Ken, the Crypto Realist. So on today's platform, we're just going to be having a short video, and what we're going to be talking about today is all about DeFi vocabularies. DeFi simply means decentralized finance. Precisely, that is what DeFi simply means. Different decentralized finance. So we'll be talking about decentralized finance vocabulary. So what it entails, I'm talking about is certain vocabularies you tend to see people making videos in the crypto space using, which it's not something we use on day-to-day basis. So on this platform, we'll be looking at. I made a list from the major ones, but I also listed. I also wrote down a website here, which is the Cryptonary, the Cryptonary or the Cryptonary.com. It's like a crypto dictionary. That's a small handbook for crypto vocabularies, which people tend to use. So these are from 0 to 9, which is two-factor authentication, 51% attack, stuff like that, and what they mean. You understand? You can literally just click on anything and a meaning to it is defined as just you get the definition to what that means. So I'm gonna just take us through a few major words which I have listed here, and these words I took it alphabetically, and I just for you to understand a little bit. Some I used in my first video, the previous video I made, which is the basic knowledge about introduction or basic knowledge to cryptocurrency and blockchain. But I further went to understand because I see so many people don't have this or don't have videos whereby they cover things like this. So I decided to do something similar. So now we'll be talking about application. And the first word we are talking about here is API, which is application program interface. That is what the formula of API simply means. And it's said to be an interface, uh, an interface, an intermediary device software between two or more software that helps them interact with each other. And we also have what API means. APY simply means annual percentage yield, which is actual return on an investment after 1 year, while taking into account the effect of compounding interest. We have annual percentage rate. This is the effective flat yearly rate that is charged to borrowers and paid to investors. This, unlike APY, does not take into account the effect of compounding interest. Then we have arbitrage. Arbitrage simply means getting from a low market and selling in a higher market, that is to the essence of getting profit. It is profiting by trading an asset between different markets and thus reducing the risk. This is because the price may be different in different markets. For example, purchasing crypto in a low regulation region and selling it in a market with high regulations. Then we go to talk about what all-time high, ATH, all-time high, the highest price ever reached by an asset. We have ATL, all-time low, refers to the lowest price an asset has ever reached. And we have atomic swap. This is an activity in the crypto space which allows users to exchange asset directly into another asset without the use of centralized exchanges, such as Uniswap, PancakeSwap, SushiSwap. Those are atomic swap exchanges. And we have bag holder. It simply means informal term to describe someone holding a crypto asset for a long period of time. Yeah, it simply means that also, and it also simply means holding a crypto asset that has no value anymore in the market, and you still have your belief that it has a value. That is what a bag holder means. And we have block, which I also talked about in my previous video, the basic and my previous video, which is talking about basic knowledge about cryptocurrency and blockchain. I talked about block, a digital file that can be penetrated, manipulated, and stores information regarding any and all activity on the network it represents. We have block height, numerical representation explaining the current number of block being hashed. We have block reward, the reward given to miners, notes for being part of the block being hashed. We have confirmation, which is normal validation of a transaction. That is what confirmation means. We have curve, an exchange-liquidity pool on Ethereum designed for stable coin trading. It is designed to be low risk and supplemental income exchange for users to follow future developments. That is what a curve simply means. And also we have centralized. Centralized. This is when something is controlled by one or a group of people or persons or group of persons, such as Binance Exchange. Its ownership and control can be tracked to one single entity or owner. Then we have CFI, which is also the short form for centralized. It's a centralized finance. This is when people earn interest on their crypto holding by lending and borrowing through a centralized institution. An example of such is Binance, Coinbase, KuCoin, Crypto.com. We have Chainlink also, which is also a crypto coin, a cryptocurrency that helps people solve the link between smart contracts and physical objects that are outside the blockchain sphere. It is therefore called an oracle network, meaning it's a linkage between two spheres, through smart contracts. We have dApps, decentralized application. Decentralized applications are apps built on a decentralized exchanges. Uh, for instance, the Trust Wallet and Co., the MetaMask, those are all dApps, decentralized applications. Then we have decentralized. It simply means not owned by an entity. Ownership is spread to whoever wants to be part of it. And we have DeFi, which is what we're talking about, decentralized finance. This finance is the cryptocurrency in the cryptocurrency world is not controlled by a single entity, nor is it owned by a single entity, but handled by smart contracts. Then we have ERC20. ERC20 is the most common token protocol for use on Ethereum blockchain, which is an abbreviation for Ethereum Request for Comment 20. And we have the ERC233. It's an updated version of the ERC20. Then we have FOMO, which is fear of missing out. When people psychologically feel they are missing out on something everyone is benefiting from, such as not having a position in the bull market. We have fork, which I talked about in the previous video, a network split. This usually happens when there is necessary network update for a token. And we have Feud. The typical example of fork is I made an example of Bitcoin Cash and the Bitcoin network. And another also is the Sushi Swap and Uniswap also. And we go ahead to talk about food with Feud, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt, an abbreviation to explain when the market sentiment for a particular asset is negative. So that is what it means. And we have hash, which I talked about in my previous video, a fixed length string representing input data. We have hash rate, the unique measurement of a network processing power. We have liquidity. Liquidity, this refers to the ability of an asset to be reverted to cash or an equivalent for an exchange to function. They would need liquidity to cover buying and selling of their assets. We have liquidity mining. This is similar to yield farming. However, you get your reward for providing liquidity in a certain asset by getting another asset in return. An example of this is receiving a sushi token for providing liquidity on Sushi Swap. So we have a liquidity pool. This is where a predetermined set of parameters are matched with traders, buyers or buy or sell, orders with the use of smart contract. Buy or sell orders with the use of smart contract. This means it eliminates the need for order book, where there is a need for taker for each sell order and vice versa. And we have LP tokens, can be compared to owning shares in an index fund in that they are collective aggregate of a certain liquidity pool token. They can also be used as a gauge of proof of liquidity. We have smart contracts, which I talked about in a previous video. In the previous video I posted, which smart contract and self-executing contract. Algorithms that facilitate and enforce obligation for a certain software service without any outside intervention from a human, for example. So I also talked about this in a previous video. It's all about algorithms that facilitate and enforce obligations of certain services without a third party by itself. That is why it's called smart contract. We have token protocol or token, a programming framework that merges the digital, physical realm of value. For example, creating a digital equivalent of a piece of art, which is all about the NFT, which is non-fungible token. That is what NFT means. Also, that is easily manageable in the digital world. That we have the Uniswap, which is a collective of set of programs that run on the Ethereum network that allows for centralized token swaps. When you conduct a token swap on Uniswap, you don't have to trust anyone with your money. You can also lend to these liquidity pools and earn money for providing them money. To summarize, it's an automated liquidity protocol that is open source. Uh, we also have Whitepaper. Whitepaper is in the crypto world is equivalent to a business plan or model. Its aim is to inform the public of a project, specification, and goals. We have SushiSwap. SushiSwap, like I explained, the fork, it's a fork of Uniswap. This is a fork of Uniswap. It adds to the functionality of Sushi token, which allows users to control a certain percentage of the program, running and pay some fees to users. We have stablecoin. These are cryptocurrency that attempts to offer price stability and are backed by reserve assets. Their main aim is to minimize volatility. I talked about it also in the previous video. And we also have yield farming. This is where depositors of crypto tokens earn money by providing assets to a decentralized institution such as Compound. So I think with this, these are not virtually all. There are so many other words. That is why you have this website here. That is why you have this website, which is thecryptonary.com, for you to learn more. But I feel these are just a majorly used vocabs that we use in the crypto space. So anytime you find out uh, a crypto influencer or you're watching the news regarding crypto and you tend to hear these vocabs, I think this is going to help you have a better understanding. So at this point, I just want to say thank you all for watching and see you all on our next video. Thank you.